Hi, I'm Connie Ragen Green. I'd like to ask you a question about authorship. Have you written a book? Is that something that you'd like to do? Well, as far as I'm concerned, with authorship, it's something that's now available to all of us. It's never been easier. I fall into the category of about 80% of people living in North America who want to write a book. That was me until 2010. That's when I wrote my first book, Huge Profits with a Tiny List. This is actually a proof copy. I'll show you in the back here. It says proof. And I'm very proud of this book because this book changed my life in terms of how I felt about myself, my confidence, my self-esteem, and also how I was perceived by others in terms of being a business person. So the story of this book is I had wanted to write a book, as I said, and I just didn't understand how I would do this or what I would write about. So a mentor at the end of 2009, beginning of 2010, encouraged me to write a book and explained how I would do it quickly. I wouldn't have to take forever to write my book. And so I did. And in the spring of 2010, my book was coming to a conclusion. I was going to be ready to publish the book. And sure enough, in June of 2010, Huge Profits with a Tiny List, 50 Ways to Use Relationship Marketing to Increase Your Bottom Line, was published. Well, the very first thing I did was I went to see my mother. And my mother was 91 years old at that time. And I put this book in her hands. And something magical happened. In an instant, my mother understood what it was I was trying to achieve online, what it was I was working on, who I was trying to be as an entrepreneur. Everything changed as she held this book. She shared it with her friends. We shared it with family members. It was a big deal at my house and in my life. Well, my mother passed away about a year and a half later. And I've always thought, thank God that I wrote and published this book as a paperback and put it into her hands while she was still alive. I have that memory, she has that memory, and it's very, very meaningful. So if you are someone anywhere in the world, I work with people on 6 continents, who also would like to write a book, please be in touch with me. Go to ConnieRagenGreen.com and sign up there, put in your first name and your primary email address, and when you get on my list, just hit reply to any of my messages that come directly to me, and I'll answer you personally. I have a couple of different programs where I can help you write a book in about 6 weeks. And with this book actually started from some blog post on my hugeprofitstinylist.com site. So there are many ways to write a book, but the writing is your own. I do it paperback first, then I do a digital edition of the book. I've now gone on to write 15 books. I'm working on my 16th right now, and I'm outlining my 17th. So both of those books will be published during 2018. So again, this is Connie Ragen Green. I want to help you achieve your dream of authorship. Let's connect. And I want to know you as a published author.